What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to properly buy something on OfferUp with shipping. I'm going to show you some do's and don'ts, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Should you be scared to be buying something with shipping on OfferUp? I'm going to go over the good and the bad, some experiences that I've been through on the platform. So stick around. It's going to be a very informative video. If you guys enjoy what you're watching, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you enjoy content like this. I'm going to be doing more content like this. But without further ado, let's just hop into today's video. Okay, so before we do anything, I need you to do one thing. I need you to go to this last video that I made on OfferUp. It's called How to Not Get Scammed on OfferUp. You need to go watch it. I'm not saying this as a ploy to get you to go watch it for more views. You need to go watch this video. It's super informative. It's already helped a lot of people. It's already helped people not get scammed on OfferUp. You need to go watch that video. If you have not, it's not gonna do if you're gonna shop on an OfferUp and you haven't watched that video, it's gonna be really bad. To go over a lot of things that a lot of people don't talk about on YouTube. So please go watch that video. If you think it's a little long and you don't like long videos, make sure you watch it in double speed. There's timestamps in the description. Watch it in 150 or 175. It's a lot of very good information in that video, so you don't want to skip anything. So just watch it in double speed so you can get the information faster. But yeah, it's not a please go do it. It's a prescription. Go do that. Go watch that video and then come back to this one. All right, so how to properly buy something on OfferUp with shipping. You need to know what is covered under the buyer protection policy, and you need to know this before you even buy things so that you know what to buy and what not to buy, and what you should be looking out for before that. Anyways, what is covered is there was an undisclosed damage to the item. The item is incorrect or missing, and the item received is not as described. So if you ordered a book and you got like a shoe, that would be covered under OfferUp's buyer protection policy. What isn't covered, what I see a lot of people say that and they get upset with OfferUp about, is they don't read the policy or they don't know what the policy is. So what isn't covered is if an item doesn't fit or if the buyer doesn't like it. So if you buy a shirt on OfferUp and you get it and it doesn't fit, or you don't like the way it looks on you, I'm sorry. That is not a proper claim. That's not a valid claim under this policy for OfferUp. So you're just gonna have to eat that. So make sure you take that into account before you buy something on there. An item is prohibited by OfferUp. There's a bunch of things that are prohibited by OfferUp. But the purchase was made in cash or in-person cashless payment. So if you meet up with somebody and you do a deal, like you meet up at the store in a public well-lit area, and you do a cash payment, or if you Venmo them on the spot or Cash App on the spot, that's not going to be covered as a protection claim. So, and also in that scam video, I go over that in depth. So please go watch that. But the purchase was conducted through payment or shipping systems outside of OfferUp. Again, that's Cash App, Venmo, all these other cash, Snap Cash. I go over that in that video. Do not get scammed out here from these people on OfferUp. There are a lot of scammers out there, so please go watch that video. And in this video, that is not covered under the buyer protection policy for OfferUp. All right, so knowing that, let's jump into a little situation that I ran into about 2 months ago. I was looking for a gaming headset. I wanted to buy one to talk with my friends online while we play COD or Rocket League or something. I don't really game much. I don't stream, so I didn't need one for myself. I just really needed it to when they're online and I'm online, we can talk and just engage and play with each other. I didn't need a $150 gaming headset. I just needed something cheap to get me through, that had a mic that had good sound quality, and that's it. So I found these Razer Krakens. That's what I was looking for. After a little friendly banter with the seller, I was like, this and that. He accepted the offer, told me, of course, yes, everything's on its way, should be there shortly. Okay. Tracking number was fine. Everything was on par. Got it like 4 or 5 days later. Now outside, as soon as I got the package, it had a fragile sticker on it. So I was like, okay, this is not bad. I think if I still have a picture, I'll put it right here if I still have a picture. I think I do. Here's a picture of that. And before I opened it, everything looked right. The packaging was fine. I opened it up and the headset was just sitting on the bottom and with a piece of bubble wrap just laid over the top. And as a seller, that kind of just like irked me because I knew that wasn't a good way to ship it, but I was like, whatever. I wanted to try them out. They're here, they're in one piece. So let's just try them. Plug them into my Xbox controller, crickets. So much so that I thought the volume was down. I was like, is the volume rocker all the way out? I kept rolling it up and down. That wasn't the issue. Is there like a button on here that I'm missing? There was no button. I went to my settings and I changed volumes and stuff, and nothing was working. I even YouTube stuff and it wasn't working. So I inspected it a little closer, and I kind of find out the headphone jack was a little bent on it. Saw the bent headphone jack, and I could realize that's probably why. I even looked up videos on how to properly replace it, because I didn't want to send it back. I wanted to keep it, but I ended up like, all right, I'll send it back. I requested, because you have 2 days to inspect the item once you get it. So I inspected it that night before you can file the claim. You have 2 days to inspect it. Within those 2 days, you can set a claim. Anyways, I went to the messaging, to your messages. That's where you can do all that. So that's where you can request a refund. So the seller asked me, did you get your package yet? And I was like, yes, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to send it back because this happened. And I requested a refund. I did the reason for the request, and he said, well, it must have broken through shipping because those bad boys are brand new. I don't do refunds though. So I sent him photos. I was like, he didn't want to give me a refund, so I was like, okay, that's fine. So you can request for help to get your money back through OfferUp. There's a button on there through your messages if you don't know where to go. That's from the seller that you were buying from. So I did that, filed a claim. The seller declined my refund. Whatever, he could do what he wants. They could do what they want. After I sent them the claim to OfferUp, I sent pictures. I sent the reasoning, like I'm a seller on Amazon and eBay and all these other sites, and I do this for a living. And I know that you need that it's the seller's responsibility to make sure that it gets there properly, even though they think it's not. I mean, you need it to get there properly to give every chance for it to get there. Anyways, after a couple of days, they're like, yes, it falls under their protection policy. We're gonna help you get your money back. Yada yada yada. I sent the seller a message like, hey, I understand that you think it's not your fault, but you need to make sure that it does get to a buyer as safely as possible. Give it every chance that it can to get there safely. I explained to him like there was zero protection on the bottom where all the stress comes from. Just throwing a piece of bubble wrap on top just doesn't protect it at all. If he would have wrapped it in the bubble wrap and then put it in the box, that would have been way more protection than what this person did. He just put it in the box and just threw some stuff on top that is not protection. It's gonna rattle around. Even when I picked it up, opening it was rattling around. So yeah, that was just bad packaging all around. He's like, no refunds, bro. I'm really sorry that item got damaged, but it wasn't my responsibility to make sure it gets there safely. It's U.S. Postal Service responsibility. And that's where the confusion comes, because a lot of people think that's the case, but it's not the U.S. Postal Service or any carrier's responsibility to make sure the item inside the box is properly secured. If things just ride around and get broken and damaged, which is exactly what happened here. It didn't fully break, but it broke off enough to where it's broken now. Like doesn't work. A few days of going back and forth with the OfferUp support team. I had this person named Karina. She was super nice. Next thing I know, a couple days later, deposited. We sent the refund to your bank. It usually takes 1 to 2 days before your money shows up in your account. So I got my money back. I got everything done. The seller, I'm sure, was super upset because once you do that and it breaks, you have to, in order to get your money back as the buyer, you have to send the item back. So this seller didn't get any money from me, got the item back broken, so we couldn't even resell it. So it was out of luck on the item and out of luck on the money. So if you're a seller, just a tidbit, make sure you do everything you can so that it can get to the buyer as safely as possible, because this situation will probably end up being you get no money and no product. You can't even resell the thing, and then you're SOL just like this person was. But if you're a buyer and you feel a little bit like if you want to make sure that it gets there on time, you can message the seller and be like, hey, in the past I've had broken items, can you do a little bit, and you make sure the item is properly secure so that it gets here safely. And most of the time, especially me as a seller, I would take that extra time. I would put extra bubble wrap, I'll put extra cushion in there to make sure that they have a peace of mind that it's not going to be broken. before or when it arrives. So you could do that as a buyer. You can, if you want to do that. You certainly don't want to get anything broken when it comes. So you can message the seller and be like, hey, just do a little bit more care, and they will more often than not take care of that with ease. But yeah, guys, I mean, I haven't really had any bad experiences on OfferUp. If you think this is a bad experience, not really. I knew exactly what to do in this situation. I knew I had a claim. There was no reason for me to fear. Even once the parts, I don't do refunds. I'm not doing refunds. I don't do that. It's fine. As long as it falls under the protection policy, you'll be fine. So there's no reason to fear buying stuff with shipping on OfferUp, as long as you follow, if you know what's covered and what isn't covered. As long as you've watched this last video that I did on Don't Get Scammed on OfferUp, you need to watch this video. It is very important. It's very educational. It's informative. It's really helping. I made it so it can help you not get scammed and not lose a lot of money, which a lot of people do on a daily basis on this app. So yes, we all know OfferUp's a little sketchy. We know it, but if you know all the information that I displayed in this video and that video, you're not gonna have any fear shopping on these sites, because you'll have all the information that like 90% of people don't have or don't know when shopping on these platforms. So yeah, take it from me. I'm a seller on these sites. I'm a buyer on these sites. I've been through both sides of the spectrum. I know exactly what to do. I've done this so that you don't have to do it. I don't want to see, I hate seeing people get like scammed and like they get money taken from them. I absolutely hate it. It's gut wrenching. I don't want you to be this person. But hopefully this gives you a little peace of mind of what to do before you buy something with shipping. They will send it. Most of the time people will send it, but like I said, make sure those profiles are legit. Make sure you watch that video. I tell you what to look out for to make sure people are legit on there, because there are some fakes and some scams on there. That's only the worst part. There's a lot of scams and a lot of fake people on there, but most of the experiences I've had on sites like Mercari and OfferUp and Facebook have been very good, because I bought stuff and I sell stuff on Mercari as well. As long as you know what you're looking for, as long as you know what's covered, you know the policies, and you know what to do before you even buy something, or even after you buy something, knowing the 2-day rule on OfferUp that you have 2 days to inspect the item, that'll give you enough ammo that you have to when buying these, so that you don't get scammed, and that you have a peace of mind of shopping on here, because you know what exactly to look for. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed any of this content, if you found it helpful, educational, informative at all, please hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. It really does. Please subscribe if you enjoy content like this. I'm going to be doing a lot more content like this. If I didn't say in the beginning, my name is Fernando. I'm a part-time reseller based out of Central Florida. All I do is I take stuff from thrift stores, estate sales, yard sales, and I sell them on sites like eBay, OfferUp, Amazon, Mercari, Facebook. We're doing this on the side of our real jobs, so that we can have Christmas money and buy PS5s and Xboxes and all the little stuff we want. That it's extra from our regular job. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for enjoying. If you enjoyed, as always, I will see you guys on the next one.